Hello, my wonderful little friends, and welcome back to our special happy story time, where every tale brings a smile and a lesson. I'm so glad you could join me today. We have a very kind and meaningful story all about a little fox who learned a big important word. It's called Ruby the Little Fox Who Learned to Say Sorry. Are you ready? Let's snuggle up and begin our adventure. Deep within a lush, green, and peaceful forest, where the sunbeams danced through the leaves, lived a clever and playful little red fox. Her name was Ruby. Ruby had soft, fiery red fur, a big bushy tail, and bright, curious eyes. She loved everything about her forest home. She loved to run through the tall grass, jump over fallen logs, and explore every nook and cranny. But our dear Ruby had one little problem, a habit that sometimes made her friends feel sad. She just did not like to say sorry. Whenever something went wrong, whether it was a small accident or a little mistake, Ruby would puff out her chest and say, "It's not my fault." She thought saying sorry meant she was wrong, and she didn't like feeling wrong. One beautiful sunny morning, the birds were singing their sweetest songs. Ruby was out playing with her very best friend, a gentle little bunny named Mia. Mia had long, floppy ears and the kindest heart in the whole forest. They were having a fantastic time, giggling and playing with a bright red ball. They kicked it back and forth, their laughter echoing through the trees. They ran and they chased, feeling the warm sun on their fur. But in her excitement, Ruby got a little too carried away. She gave the ball an extra hard kick. Whoosh! The ball flew through the air, higher and farther than she intended. It sailed right past Mia and, with a loud crash, it hit Mia's neatly woven basket of freshly picked carrots. The basket tipped over, and all the bright orange carrots tumbled out, rolling all over the dusty ground. Mia stopped hopping. Her long ears drooped, and her little nose twitched with sadness. "My carrots," she whispered, looking at the mess. She had spent all morning picking them for her family's lunch. Ruby saw the mess and Mia's sad face, but she quickly crossed her arms. "It was just an accident," Ruby said, a little too loudly. "I didn't mean to do it." "It's not my fault the basket was there." Mia didn't say anything back. She just quietly bent down, her shoulders slumped, and began picking up the dirty carrots one by one. After she gathered them all, she gave Ruby a quick, sad look and hopped away towards her bunny hole, leaving Ruby all alone. At first, Ruby didn't mind. She picked up her ball and tried to keep playing. "I can have fun by myself," she thought. She kicked the ball against a tree, but it wasn't the same without Mia's happy squeals. She tried chasing butterflies, but it felt lonely without her friend. As the afternoon went on, the forest, which was usually full of fun and games, felt strangely quiet and empty. No one came to play. Ruby sat down under the shade of a big oak tree, her bushy tail wrapped around her paws. A heavy feeling started to grow in her chest. Just then, with a silent flutter of wings, a wise old owl landed on a branch just above her. It was Professor Hoot, the wisest creature in the forest. "Hello, Ruby," said the owl, his voice soft and kind. "You look quite sad for such a sunny day." Ruby sniffled and looked up at him. "No one wants to play with me," she mumbled, kicking a small stone with her paw. The old owl nodded his head slowly, his big round eyes full of understanding. I see," he hooted gently. "Tell me, Ruby, did you perhaps hurt someone's feelings today?" Ruby looked down at her paws, remembering Mia's sad face. "Maybe," she said in a tiny voice. "But it was an accident." The wise owl spoke again, his words like a gentle breeze. "Saying sorry doesn't mean you are a bad fox, little one," he explained. "It doesn't mean you are weak or that it was all your fault. It simply means you care about the other person's feelings more than you care about being right. It's a little word with big magic. It shows you have a kind heart." Ruby thought about this for a long, long moment. She thought about how much fun she and Mia always had together. She thought about Mia's smile and her happy laugh, and she realized she missed her friend very much. The lonely feeling was much worse than the feeling of being wrong. She stood up, her mind made up. With a determined look, she trotted straight to Mia's house. She took a deep breath and knocked softly on the little wooden door. When Mia opened it, Ruby spoke softly, looking right into her friend's eyes. "Mia," she said, her voice full of sincerity, "I'm really, truly sorry. I pushed the ball too hard, and I'm sorry I knocked over your carrots. But most of all, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings." Mia's ears perked up. A little smile appeared on her face. "Thank you for saying sorry, Ruby," Mia said. "I forgive you." Instantly, Ruby felt a wonderful warm feeling spread all through her, chasing away all the loneliness. They laughed and ran, and the forest was filled with their happy sounds once more. Ruby felt happier than she had all day. From that day on, Ruby the little fox learned something incredibly important. She learned that a simple, honest, "I'm sorry" is a powerful and magical phrase. It can heal hurt feelings and make friendships strong again. So remember, my little friends, just like Ruby, we all make mistakes. And when we do, using kind words and saying sorry is the bravest and best thing we can do. It keeps our friendships happy and strong. Thank you so much for listening to our story today. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see you for our next adventure. Bye bye for now.